Hi, I'm Wheeler Winston Dixon, James Ryan Professor of Film Studies at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I'd like to speak for a moment about one of the greatest American directors, Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese started as a film student at NYU. He made early films like The Big Shave and Who's That Knocking at My Door. He then went to Hollywood and went to work for Roger Corman, making a film called Boxcar Bertha, not a particularly good film. But his big breakthrough was Taxi Driver, which remains arguably his finest film. Shot on the streets of New York about Travis Bickle, played by Robert De Niro, a psychotic taxi driver, a Vietnam vet who is returning from the war and trying to reintegrate himself into American society. Written by Paul Schrader. This is sort of Paul Schrader's finest moment, De Niro's finest moment, and Scorsese's finest moment. He's gone on to make many other great films. Goodfellas is a fantastic movie. The Color of Money is an excellent film. Gangs of New York is also an interesting piece of work. And he continues to be very, very productive as a filmmaker. But the thing about Martin Scorsese that makes his work all the more valuable is that he plows a lot of what he makes as a director back into archiving the films of others. He is one of the foremost advocates for film preservation of all the directors working today. He has a huge collection of films in his own archive, which he's undoubtedly going to leave to some lucky archive when he passes on. But he also does things like restore Jean-Luc Godard's Contempt or Nicholas Ray's Johnny Guitar, restoring the negatives, and he basically also pushed Eastman Kodak to improve the quality of their color film stock in the 1970s when it had deteriorated. So Martin Scorsese is not only a great American film director with films not only like all the ones I mentioned, but also Raging Bull. I should mention that, one of the greatest boxing films ever made. But he's also an archivist and someone who loves, understands, and appreciates films. So please support the work of Martin Scorsese. He's someone who basically speaks to American film and to film internationally as an art form that needs preservation and understanding.